All right, so what's our topic for today? Tonight, abstract class. Pretty simple stuff. But before we do any of that, I want to explain what the heck is the point of pure virtual functions. So we went over that last tutorial, and I didn't really explain well what it does and what's the I mean, what it's useful for. But so using the example of could be a program, and there's different buttons in a program, and you if you want different specific functions for all those buttons, you will use a pure virtual function, because pure virtual function, from what I see, is kind of like a thing that forces you stop being lazy. It restricts you to, it forces you to make different functions for the same function name. And when you call them, in the end, you get different results. And that's very specific for very specific functions. But if you just have a virtual function that allows the function to be overwritten or not be overwritten, you can just, stay lazy and don't even make specific functions for each of them. So when you call them in the end without overwriting the original function, you would just get the same result. And that was a bad example because you don't really want different buttons that do the same thing. I don't know why I came up with that, but that's an example to see things. Probably not the easiest way to remember, but stick with whatever fits you. Okay, now on to abstract classes. I think this is just for exam purposes because I don't see the point of learning a, a single thing, but it's good to just know what it is. So concentrate. Abstract class is a class that contains a virtual function, and that's it. That is all you need to know. So which one of these is an abstract class? Well, just look for virtual functions. How do you look for virtual functions? Just look for the word virtual virtual in front of void or any type, whichever type it belongs to. So we see virtual here, and we find its class, enemy class. So in this case, the enemy class will be the abstract class, and since it has a virtual function, a pure virtual function in this case, because it is equal to 0. And now let's also review a few terms we have learned. This is polymorphism and inheritance. Inheritance, yes, inheritance. So we see ninja class, and we see the ninja class inheriting from the enemy class. And the ninja class in this case would be the derived class, and the public enemy class would be the base class. And that would be the base class, and monster would be the derived class. Pretty easy to remember, enemy, the thing it's inheriting from, base. Derived, the thing that's inheriting, derived. Right, so that is everything about abstract classes. Pretty simple stuff, and we are almost done with polymorphism. It's a really hard subject, and I'm struggling through it.